bucka. You know the deal. This is me, though. Beats by Supremo for all of my people, Negroes and Latinos.
Yeah. Welcome back, y'all. It's episode 17. It's your boy Alfredo P. We live once again. Intellectually ignorant. We in the building. Shout out to everybody that's logging on to that SoundCloud, still blowing up that Oshun video. The Oshun episode. You know what I'm saying? You know we in here lit off the great herbs of the earth. You know what I'm saying? At least I am. I can't speak for everybody else in the building. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. You know what I mean? We back again, man. Shout out to all my Buffalo, New York natives who logged on to that Yo Leak episode with my man Chris Holly Fitness. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all had the fitness questions. So I tried to address them as best as possible. You know what I'm saying? But apparently it was a few people who were still, you know what I'm saying, confused on a few things. So we brought the man of good faith, young Mr. Holly, back to answer a few questions. And we will get to that later in the episode. But for right now, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of interesting things going on in the world of fashion and things of that nature. You got Jaden Smith and Louis Vuitton. You got Young Thug with his rather questionable choices of wear, of garments that he chooses to wear. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? To be honest, I really like the way Young Thug dressed. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that could come out the house and with that enough confidence to wear some of the shit he be wearing and make it look good, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? But with all these things going on today, we have to have some type of some type of compass to that, somebody directing that, somebody to give us a insight to that lane. And I brought someone on today who I thought could help us with that, and that is Miss FlavorLooks, and she is live with us in the building. Miss FlavorLooks, how you feeling today?
I'm good. Can't complain. I'm blessed.
I'm digging that. What's been going on with you, man? I know you've been laying low lately in the fashion game. You was telling me behind the scenes and all that, but we need to get some clarity on a lot of things that's been going on out here, you know what I'm saying? So just a lot of things going on in the fashion world. But to let the people know, give them a little bit insight, let them know where you from, what you about, you know what I'm saying, what you bring to this podcast. Let them know what's going on with you.
Well, I'm Denise and I'm from Buffalo. FlavorLooks is my brand. It was something I developed back in 2011. Originally, I started off with like personal shopping. I was in retail at the time. That was my first year. And I was getting a lot of compliments on the way that I dressed and like my fashion sense and how I picked and choose like shoes and outfits with accessories and things like that. And someone just asked me like, yo, you ever thought about just personal shopping or just styling someone? And I'm like, nah, not really.
What is personal shopping?
Personal shopping would be like the person that most like people be lazy. Like people don't like shopping for themselves. Sometimes people don't even like being overwhelmed with all the traffic in the mall and all of that. So they'd be like, oh, I don't even feel like doing this. So you would hire someone now to personally shop for you. You get in like you tell them what you want, you know what I mean, and then they'll just go shopping for you. Like get some I need some coats like for the season coming up, blah blah blah. You give them the money. You have a set budget, you know, and you a closet sweep, pick and choose and pull out the closets and. You know what I'm saying, get new items to go accordingly to, you know, the new wardrobe that they're desiring. So that's what I was doing at the time. You know, I was working in one of the, like Charlotte Russe or whatever at the time. And basically I ended up just picking up on that. And I met Stephen Ballas. He's a designer based out of Buffalo, he's based out of Brooklyn or the Bronx. He went to Buff State. He's well known in Buffalo, and he's doing his thing in the fashion industry or the small fashion industry that we have here. And once him and I linked, then I started getting into like runway styling and things like that, where I was assisting designers, and you know, just like I was feeling like the whole environment of it, just like meeting new models, meeting new designers, and just networking. That's just how I started like sparking it from there and building my port and all of that.
So like, where did you find these people at who didn't want to go shopping for themselves? Like honestly,
and I shouldn't, I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, but like I was like taking Charlotte Russe customers from them. Like, man, fuck Charlotte Russe. I could find you something. You know what I mean?
So you would tell them like, yo, I could find you something cheaper, something nice.
Right, like for the low. Like sometimes I was finding stuff on eBay, like the smaller frame women, you know, particularly like Asian women. I had a lot of Canadian clientele because, you know, at the time their dollar was less. So they was coming over like, you know, and I'm like, oh, you know, like you can find this. And they looking like, you ain't supposed to be doing that. And I'm like, look, I style. My name's Dania Shanae. And at the time I had no logo, no card, no nothing. I'm like, well, follow me. I'm on this. I mean, Instagram wasn't out at that time, but well, yes, it was.
You was styling off MySpace? What you?
Nah, you know what? That's not MySpace, but it definitely was Instagram. Actually, that's when I started my Instagram in 2011. Actually, so it definitely was around there, and that's what was going on. And like some people would hit me up. It would be some people were consistent, some weren't. You know, after a while, you have people like, oh no, I can style myself, because like I got a lot of like bad feedback from it, like, oh, people gonna pay you to just pick out their clothes. That's dumb. And it's like, well,
I never heard of nothing like that. Or if you think about it, like I just never heard of nobody be like, yo, I'm about to pay somebody to go. You know what I mean? Because I guess people really just don't have a fashion sense. Not to knock it or anything, but I guess some people just. I guess you could sell or deliver anything because people are truly naturally lazy and don't want to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's a lane for everything if you can deliver it in a faster, more comfortable way. You know what I'm saying? That's dope as hell, though.
Right. Because like I said, everybody had their little thing like, oh, I'm not gonna pay nobody to style me. But then you're the same person hitting me up like, yo, like, can you tell me what I could do with it? Oh, that's me styling you. So, you said I was dumb. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you. That's definitely dope, man. I know that's like a tricky thing with like artists. Like some people don't want them to know they have a stylist.
And like Angela Simmons. I mean, no shade. Like her stylist is based out of Africa. She be doing her thing. Like, and I'm not saying I don't know what Angela do, but I just know a lot of people give Angela the credit and they not giving her stylist, and that's where I'm like. I'll be feeling some type of way about that because you got to get a stylist credit. You have to. It's them like creating this image. You know what I'm saying? So I think as a stylist, as our role, it's just as important as the makeup artist, just as important as the photographer or anybody else. You know. So
is it like a lot of? Is it high demand for like stylists and stuff and like?
I must say no. Like honestly, like you just said, a lot of people wouldn't necessarily think about hiring a stylist. Most likely you would have like your whole team, like, because even with designers are stylists. They have their image they created, they design it, they draw it out, they sew it up, you know what I mean? So technically you kind of won't need a style. Like if you have a set designer, it's like, well, she's a designer, I don't really need a style. So a lot of people don't request that. A lot of people feel like they can dress themselves, you know what I mean? And I remember like locally working here, I know some artists reached out to me, and that's no shade, but you know, they're like, oh yeah, I just need your you know, your creativity. I need you to like put my image together, but it's like, I'm not gonna be able to pay you.
How you want me to work for you if you can't pay me, dickhead?
And that's where I was starting to find the conflict. Like, man,
Yo, people gotta understand, like I don't know what mentality people got, or like even like if you got your friends, if your friends can provide a service, you still have to pay them. Like just because somebody is black or you know them or you feel like, you know what I'm saying, y'all got some type of connection, you still have to pay these people for their services. Don't just, you know what I'm saying? And I think we got that problem real bad in the black community. Like, oh, well, I know this person, or well, this person, you know what I'm saying, look like me, let me out from a discount. You ain't gonna ask that to no white person or somebody else you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
and that's true. Like, not to cut you off, but like that's facts. Because my thing is, like I said, I'm like, well, you know, you're gonna have a makeup artist, and then you're gonna have a hairstylist, and then you're gonna have a photographer. You paying them, right? And she's like, well, yeah, that leaves me no money for the wardrobe, really. And I'm like, well, then how you think I'm about to jump in and do this thing? Because I feel like if anything holds the most weight is your image. That's what's gonna sell you. You an artist,
right?
You know, whatever your profession is, whatever your lane is, like you need. I hate to say it, but I feel like if you don't feel like you have that fashion sense on your own, you gonna need me. And I mean, that's why you have contracts now. That's why I have my contract. I have my proposal letters. I have my consultation and all of that. And all that has fees. They're set. They're not, you know, I'm not. Right. It's not like, oh, because that's my sister and that's my cousin. Man, my sister hit me, yo, sis, no hate, but like, listen, you gotta pay. Like, it is what it is, man. So that's like for real, like for real. Man, I can't even do it. It's already on black and white. I can't even change it.
Can't even change it. So you gotta sign contracts and all that when you styling and all that.
Yeah, like that was something I started developing as I got older. You know what I mean? Because like I said, It's been 5 years now, and at first I was doing the whole freelance. Okay, now I'm not about to keep chugging along these racks, these rolling racks, and my steamers, and you find an outlet over there. And then I was by myself at first. Then I was like starting to like seek out to college students and using them as or utilizing them as interns, and not necessarily using them. They wanted to do it, and at the same time just getting hands on what I was trying to do, like with fashion shows and things like that. And like I said, another thing is too, like people got to realize that there are different aspects of styling. You have personal shoppers. You have people that, again, like I said, you go out shop for them. You have people that do runway styling. That's the one that partners with the designers. And then you have what I am trying to seek into now is editorial. I want my stuff published. I like a team. I like mood boards. I like concepts. So I want to see my stuff in like a Vogue magazine. I want to see my stuff in Details. So that's where I'm trying to like get into now. So like with some stuff I got coming up in spring, I'm just trying to submit to right now like online magazines so I can at least get that credibility from there and build from there. And I'm, and just still, and don't get me wrong, if somebody reach out like, yo, I need you to style for this show, by any means I'm going to do it. But I know my avenue. I know my lane of styling. A lot of people kind of misinterpret that like, oh, you a stylist, so that's like it's an umbrella of a lot of things that you could fall under when you're talking about styling, and that's where I think people confuse that too. Like you don't have to necessarily be, you know what I'm saying? Like people don't have to be like, oh, I'm going to this event or whatever. I need you to style me for this, and you know what I'm saying. So that's my avenue of styling.
Word. What do you feel like is the biggest obstacle, like when it comes to from getting from point A, from you wanting to style somebody to connecting with an artist to getting paid to being satisfied? What is the biggest obstacle to in between all of that?
The biggest obstacle
is it contacting the artist? Is it connecting with people? Is it
because you know what it is? I'd rather them come to me because you're seeking the services. I mean, I do enough promoting, like I put some of my portfolio, like some work that I did, like whether it was a shoot or whatever, I'll put that out on social media, and then that would be your choice. Like, yo, I'm really feeling her style. Let me reach out to her. And then that's when I feel like from there, like I told you, I have my consultation fee. We take it from there. Like, so this is what I offer. This is what my packages are. Some things is, I have package deals, then I have actual services. So like I was telling you, like the breakdown, like I do closet sweeps, personal shopping. If you're doing this for a particular like video shoot or photo shoot, I have my price for that. Then I have those where I collaborate 3 things, 4 things, 2 things, and then you pick and choose, and we take it from there. Then that consultation fee gets deducted from my services that I provide for you. So like I said, the biggest obstacle, to go back to the question, would be those reaching out, like to get that steady clientele. And right now I have 1 up under my belt, you know what I mean? Not a lot of people is even reaching out, but then looking at the demographics where we are right now, when I take this to LA in 2 years, which that's my 2-year plan, I'm gonna be in LA at the end of my 2-year term, and I'm hoping I have more buzz there because, granted the competition is higher, but I feel like I can make it, especially with having more things to utilize as far as in like showrooms. We don't even have showrooms in Buffalo. Showrooms is where, you will have like a lot of clothes pretty much in one spot, and you just picking and choosing. You get them like a credit card to hold it down. You take the clothes, you style, and you bring it right back. We can't do that in a lot of places here in Buffalo. You got to purchase and then return, and in most cases, people only offer exchange policy. So that's what's going to run into the conflict of trying to style somebody here.
Like, yo, did you get like a PhD in this shit? Because you was just running it like.
Nah, I wish. Like, I wish. But nah, like, it's just knowing your craft, knowing your passion, and having that knowledge, granted, it would be nice to have that piece of paper. I'm going to get it. I paused, like, behind the scenes, like I was telling you about late. I fell back from it for a minute. I had to get my own personal life together, but I'm back. And yeah, eventually I'm going to have at least a bachelor's, at least, you know what I'm saying, for it. But by any means, like, you going to catch some of my work in one of these magazines in the near future, so.
I can already tell, though. How you feel about, like, the new, the gray hair movement with the females? You feeling that good?
Well, you know what, you're right, because hair does make it does make your image, your physical image. I actually like the gray hair. I personally like it. I like it when it's ombre. I can't get the gray straight from the root, but I'm cool with the ombre when it's dark.
What is the ombre? That sounds
ombre
like a Mexican.
Is like when the hair, from the root of your hair, you're gonna stick to your natural tone. And then, like, if you dye your hair, like for instance, say a girl want to do red, I would rather you go from, like, your regular natural root colors until, like, your brown. Your brown will go straight to, like, a little rusty orange to the red. That's an ombre. You just, like, you messing around with them colors. And it's a progression, right.
That's dope. What what do you feel about yo? You know who I think is dope, man? Not dope, but who don't give a fuck about what nobody say. This motherfucker is 6'6" and be voguing everywhere he go. EJ Johnson. You ever see EJ Johnson? Magic Johnson.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
Yo, that nigga is
He be doing his thing though, and he do not care.
99 overall and dressing, man. I promise you, man. That gay motherfucker is on point every time he come out the house. But that's why I don't listen to nothing Magic Johnson say though. Like you can't talk to me, Magic Johnson. Your son out here wild and be like, I don't want to hear nothing Magic Johnson got to say until you go address EJ, motherfucker ass. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, EJ definitely be out here voguing. That motherfucker is fierce, man.
He is.
Shout out to
Truly.
EJ, man. He's definitely fierce. How you feel about the gay men in the fashion industry? You feel like they taking over? They run that shit though, don't they?
I think they do their thing though. You can't knock them. I feel like I have my fair share of gay friends where they be trying to tell me baby, listen, I got this, trust me. My one friend, he a drag, so he shop with me. We get the same stuff half the time, we ain't in the same scene, so it's cool. You over there, I'm over here, so it's whatever. But he sometimes be like, I wouldn't put that with that girl. I'm like, look, you dress how you want, you dress her however you want to dress her. Yeah, because that's his little split person. That's his thing, So, but I mean, like I said, you asked about the gay men and the fashion industry. I feel like they doing their thing too. They got to eat too. I can't knock nobody.
Shout out to all the gay men of good faith in the fashion industry. We see you out there, man. That's what's up, man. So how you feel about with this whole little Jaden Smith Young Thug era of new men?
What's really funny that you asked me. It's funny that you asked me that just yesterday. That somebody called me I'm sorry, but Jaden confusing me, and I'm like, listen, I like him. I like this kid. I feel for instance, we had the Prince era back way before when I was born, and I guess that was attention seeking because a lot of people were saying oh, Prince is gay, and then come to find out he was bisexual, I guess. But I feel that was a big thing he was doing.
Prince came out bisexual.
He definitely was. He said it in Diamonds and Pearls.
Oh man.
But you know what? I feel he that was definitely a fashion statement. You wearing them, and even Rick,
the chaps when he had the ass out.
Definitely, he was. That's an image that he created for himself. You know what I'm saying? That was he had the ass out, Kim had her titty out. I feel everybody created their own image, And just even Rick James, he was wearing booties, with heel boots. You ain't gonna catch nobody. Well, other than Kanye West, and I just recently seen Jordan in some heel boots, and we out here buying his sneakers, head cracking for that. But either way it go,
what is booties?
Boots, boots,
oh, the little Carlos Santana boots,
right? Like a joint with a click clank. You gotta walk in here, yeah. Right? You gotta.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Right, but Jaden, I feel he doing his thing. Again, he's an individual, and that's what I feel what fashion should be about. That individuality, being original as much as possible. Because at the end of the day, we all get inspiration here and there somewhere. Yeah. And Jaden is trying to create his own lane, and I can't knock this kid. Yeah. I can't, him or this sister or Young Thug. I know somebody gonna be listening. I was just on Facebook disagreeing with Young Thug. I did disagree because I feel certain things, bruh, at the end of the day, you creating your own lane. I just said it about Jaden, but Young Thug, you pushing it, my nigga. You in our lane.
You're not feeling the Ugg boots?
Nah, Ugg boots is cool too, but it's just Young Thug be doing.
I can't agree with no male in no Ugg boots, man.
Really?
Why do
they make Uggs for men though? Do though.
Shout out to Tom, Uncle Tom.
No, for real, he right.
They do got the Ugg boots, man.
Man, try it out. Your feet gonna be warm and toasty all winter long.
I'm not wearing no Ugg boots unless I'm climbing a mountain or something, man. It's the only time. Any other situation I could throw on some Timbs or something. I don't know. Maybe if they got some fly Ugg boots, I might throw it.
They do, some lace-up joints and all that.
I probably could. I could probably swag. I can't throw on the little joints the girls be wearing with the tights. Yeah, the sleepover Ugg boots. I can't wear them joints. Every time a chick come to your house, she got the bust down tights on and the Ugg boots and the hoodie. You already know it's lit.
Right. The pink hoodie.
I'm spending the night uniform. Mm-hmm. That's definitely, man. But yeah, speaking of Kanye, what you were talking about, man, what's up with Kanye and Wiz this weekend, man? You seen all that riff-raff
Man,
on Twitter, man?
see, now everybody is pulling me in different directions with that too, because I was told it started off with, I guess, a rap lyric that Wiz created saying something about like a strand of weed that he, KK, and then Ye took it crazy, and then somebody told me, no, it wasn't. It was something else that went on with this song, and they was negotiating. I'm like, listen, all I know is that Amber came through and shut shit down. I like Amber. I'm not a Kardashian fan, so yeah, you should have stayed with Amber. I'm just saying, but it is what it is. Like,
I don't agree with none of it. Two simps arguing over two freaks. I mean, I can't relate to none of that
man.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all boys insecure, and if your girl wasn't a freak like that, you wouldn't have been insecure when Wiz said something. So the fact that, you know what I mean, Ye be wilding. He gonna wind up stressed out fighting the world trying to defend his girl, you know what I'm saying? All the time. She did what she did, son. You gotta get over it. And you
hurt.
know what I'm
that's
saying?
your wife now, like, bro, you got her.
Right, that's your wife. You had 2
two
kids, where you can't keep fighting this battle every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what she did. We have video evidence. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I mean, I'm talking, Ray J ain't all that popping to me, but Ray J put her on the map. I'm just saying.
Ray J got that chicken. A lot of people don't know.
Nah, he definitely does.
got
He
that
just,
chicken.
he do.
Yo, I didn't know all the time them motherfuckers was independent. Him and Brandy. Brandy signed, but Ray J was always independent. So he was dropping the little hot joint he dropped. I forgot the name of that track.
Lil Kim back in the day.
That joint and the and Hit It First and One Wish, all independent.
One Wish was, I didn't know that.
All
I
getting
did
all
not know
good.
that.
Yeah. Shout out to Ray J, man. You need to
There
come
you go,
through, man.
Putting Kim K on the map.
Put Kim K on the map, and he was getting the check. He's still getting the check off the porn they did. Come on, man.
I mean, is she eating off that
Yeah,
too?
they both eating off
I'm about to say, I'm hoping so.
Shout out to Ray J, man, making power moves out here. That's what you got to do, man. Utilize your penis, man. You can't just be out here just having sex. Females, too, utilize that pussy, man. You can't just be out here just, you know what I'm saying, throwing it around, misusing it, man. You got to send it in the right direction. You got to make sure.
I don't know about throwing that pussy out there, bro.
You got to throw it in the right direction. Don't act like, you know what you mean. Pussy get wet just like dick get hard. So,
you got power,
so
too.
if, you know what I'm saying, every itch got to get scratched. So when they got to get scratched, just make sure, you know what I'm saying, the right person scratching that itch. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying just throw it around, but I'm just saying when you throw it, make sure you throw it in the right direction. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Purse first, ass last. You know what I'm talking about? Quick way to fast cash. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, yeah, man. But yeah, that's what's up, man. So we was having a conversation. You ain't really feeling the designer nowadays, huh? You sticking to the script, the old school.
As far as in design, I never designed ever. I like I said, I used to.
No, I'm talking about designer, like.
Oh yeah, I'm not even gonna hold you to it. I mean, I don't have that paid clientele yet to get me in no Dolce & Gabbana or no Louboutins and things like that. So I lay low, but like I said, I don't have like any favorites and none of that. I mean, I keep up with some of the runways and certain designers. You know, I have some low key of my favorites and all that, but I can't wear it right now. So I'm not really big. Like, I'm not a label whore. I will say that. Like, you know. At the end of the day, like I said, when I make it there, I will be able to pull from a showroom with Gucci. I will be able to pull in a showroom with Chanel. And then that's when I'm worried about them designers then. Like, people be spending, like, they hey, I'm getting paid bi-weekly. At the end of the month, I'm be able to get these shoes. It's like, but...
That don't make no sense. And if you think like that, you really need to stop, because that's ridiculous, man.
Like, slow down. Like, you know, stay in your lane. Like, I mean, granted, I'm not against people. You can spend your money on what you want to spend it on, but I feel like if your outfit ain't no greater than the amount that you paid on them shoes, then maybe you need to sit them down. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, you spend your money on what you want to spend it on. Me, personally, in my opinion, I'm just not spending my rent money on my shoes right now. Like, I won't do it. But, like I said, power to Christian Louboutin and Giuseppe and, yeah, I mean, y'all doing your thing, but they already paid, so y'all keep putting more money in their pocket. Like, try to invest in something of your own. Like, support your own in the city that we in. That's why, like, we gotta, it's more people doing more things. Like, that's why they have the 30 under 30. That's why they have, like, you know, things like that to glorify the young talents and the artists. And in our city right now, with this small city, we need to stick together instead of trying to be against each other, support each other, and do our thing, you know, so.
That's a fact. What you feel like, how you feel about, like, New York fashion versus, like, other places in the world? What do you feel like?
You know, it's funny, because, again, my 2-year plan is LA. Originally, I used to, oh my goodness, I wanted to live in New York City. Everything was New York City. But since I have I've been in the city so much from just having friends there, and I've been networking and Fashion Week and things like that. I feel like there is really no difference, especially when you're in a bigger city. Like, even Philly's a large city, but it's a lot of, like, it's diversity. You got a lot of different people that dress differently. It's not like everybody ain't no gray blobs. Like, that's another thing, like, just going back to the city where we're from. I feel like if you look a certain way, you get in that side eye. Like, why I can't put on these yellow rubber ducky boots with this polka dot shirt? Because I want to just do that today. But if you do that in the city, niggas like, yo, that's sweet. Like, what's good? Like, so, and then the same thing in LA. Like, people dress how they want. Granted, you going to dress accordingly because it's always hot. You got them palm trees and, you know what I mean, all that. But again, it's still, when you there, you're just like, oh, you're an individual. What's up? I love your wallet. Your wallet is sweet. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just versus a smaller city where it's like, oh, like, I'll be too scared to wear that. Like, oh, I couldn't. But, you know, the clothes don't make you. You make the clothes. You, just as long as it's coordinated. Now, like I just said, even if you wore a polka dot shirt, some yellow rubber rain boots and green pants, if that coordinates for you, you do you. That's just what it's about.
Need help achieving your health and fitness goals? Hit up Chris Holly Fitness, specializing in calisthenics and body weight control training. Chris Holly Fitness offers private and semi-private training, group classes, online coaching, manual workout programs, and nutrition coaching. Sign up today at www.chrishollyfitness.com. Ascend to greatness. Mr. Christopher Holly, he hasn't said anything. He just in the back on his phone. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he... Boys just chilling in the cut. I don't know what's going on, but it's all good, though. So, Miss FlavorLooks, are you a random twerker? Do you twerk at random events and random places at random times?
I'm going to be honest with you, yo. Ever since house parties back in the day, I'm talking like 01, we young. I ain't never danced to a Luke song, ever.
Never danced to a Luke song?
Never danced to a Luke song. I was with the boy. Like, you know when you go in a house party, it's a basement. Everybody, it's the wall dark as hell because it's all the niggas on the wall.
Nothing but niggas on the wall with mad ratchets and dirty weed in their pockets.
But I was staying right with them, like, yo, because I'm trying to get their number. I'm not trying to be out here shaking my ass. Let me get. Then by the time we got the party, everybody like, how many numbers you get? Oh, the whole strip, the whole wall. All them, y'all twerking, shaking your ass. I'm out here getting numbers without shaking it.
So you're not a dancer.
I've never been a twerker, ever.
Never a dancer.
No.
So if something come on, you feeling, you ain't gonna dance.
2 left feet, and I'm gonna sit down with my drink, and that's all I'm doing.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's wild. I never really had that rhythm. I don't know if I just always been shy, but yo, put me in front of a mirror in my house.
It's going down.
Oh, I'm Jamaican. I'm straight Caribbean. Like, I'm moving
the hell out of here.
Not in the public eye.
So you a closet freak then?
Okay.
Yeah, that's
you know what?
That's what you in. You in the closet. You talking about catching me in the house. Yeah, we know what you do at the house. You get loose.
Cut it out. I could be cleaning up. I could be cleaning up, dancing to like Sean Paul or something, you know. But yeah, I never really been a big twerker or none of that.
What's up? That's dope though, man. We need more of that, man. There's too many twerkers out here, man.
Yeah.
Keep that pussy concealed, man. You need to conceal.
I done seen, bless you, I done seen I seen too much myself, and I don't even like female.
You don't even like female.
They're making it to the point where dudes don't even have to be intrigued anymore. They already seen it on your page, on your Facebook. Like,
you done already gave it all away.
I know how your girl look. Wow. Like, yo, she cold. How you know she cold? Oh, she was naked yesterday. You know, some side shit. That's just how it be.
And that's why niggas be on Instagram and Twitter arguing with other rappers because they girlfriend on Twitter and naked and shit. You know what I'm saying? You paranoid because your wife a freak. And I think that's a problem too because these young boys look up to the simps like Rick Ross and Kanye and Wiz Khalifa and like, just look around. All these dudes married or is engaged or is in love with some freak or some woman that everybody done already seen half naked, got a movie out, or, you know what I'm saying, it's just been slutted around the industry. And all of them is parading these women around like they something special when they really not. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't respect about half these dudes. And it's like widely accepted. And I think that's what's wrong with these young boys, and they just want to chase that Instagram thought, and that's really not what's popping out here, my G. You know what I'm saying? Get you a low-key little chick, you know what I'm saying? A little librarian or something like that, you know what I mean? So, young Mr. Holly, man, we had some questions last time, and they need to be addressed, you know what I'm saying?
What's confusion? What's good?
The people who didn't understand what you meant, man, when you was talking about drinking calories away. We had some questions, you know what I'm saying? A couple people of good faith hit me like, what did he mean by that? So I was hoping you could further clarify today on the episode.
Well, just to clarify once again, if you're trying to lose weight, don't drink your calories. Make your primary drink of choice water. And if you're trying to gain weight, in addition to water, I ain't saying don't drink water, but drink more of your calories. Now, I'm not saying drink a whole bunch of pop, but drink like, natural juices. You can make your own smoothies, protein shakes, whether it's vegan or it's whey protein. That's what I meant by as far as drinking your calories, because your body absorbs liquid a lot easier than it does solid food. For example, if I have for breakfast 2 bananas, 2 apples, a cup of grapes, and half a watermelon, I would be stuffed. I put that in a shake, that's easy money. I'm drinking that like nothing. Mm-hmm. So it's an easy way for you to gain weight. However, that's not a suggestion because that's a lot of sugar at one time. So don't do that exact recipe. That's just an example. So don't go out there and give yourself a sugar stroke first thing in the morning. Come on, let's use some common sense.
Somebody go throw a muffin into some bananas and mad shit, Pop-Tarts in a blender.
Yeah. Have some sort of plan. Like you need some, don't just throw some random stuff. Okay, simple recipe: get you some kale, get you a banana, get you some pineapple juice, and an apple. Nice and simple. Bam.
Nice and simple. Definitely nice and simple. Yeah, man. I definitely been on my kale, little ginger. I fuck with ginger heavy, man. Ginger is used for a lot of stuff, man.
Root.
Yo, that stuff keep you up too. Like you falling asleep, you getting tired, man. You could boil you some ginger. I promise you gonna be.
Yeah, man. I never drank coffee. I had like 2 5-hour energies my entire life. By the way, those ones get you turned up. By the way, I was turned for no reason. But man, you don't gotta mess with them stimulants. They adding all these additives into these products, into these things, as people wonder why they get heart attacks at age 35. It's like, look what you've been putting into your body for the past 15, 20 years. Right. I mean, just, you drink coffee every morning. Like, I can't function without my coffee. I mean, that's not really cool to say, like you need something to wake you up. Like, your body should be functioning naturally.
So coffee is a bad thing to have in the morning.
I didn't say coffee is a bad thing. I'm saying that you don't ever want to be dependent on anything. Mm-hmm. Like, I like my body functioning as a well-oiled machine, so I don't ever want to depend on something that's external. I want all my functionality to come from internal. Right. So I want my body to naturally be able to heal itself and power itself. I wonder, if I don't get coffee, man, this day's going to suck. Or, if I don't have, my morning,
whatever, your morning blunt, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying?
It's morning smoke, whatever. I mean? And it's like, it's going to be a downfall. It's like, that's a area of your life you need to focus on. You know what? I enjoy my coffee. I want to have it, but I don't want to have to depend on it. Right. So let me find some other avenues where I could still get that fix. But if I want some coffee, I'll go get it because I want it, not because I need it.
And me being a smoker, man, I definitely had to train myself to do that. I feel like you can't do something continuously every day because first of all, that's like OCD. You doing everything repetitive.
There's certain things you can do every day.
I mean,
let's not confuse listeners out there.
Contrary to Mr. Holly's perverted mind, right now we're talking about other things. I just feel like habits, you shouldn't develop bad habits. You should break them on purpose in order not to become a fiend. Like, I feel like it's people who wake up and smoke a blunt every day. Like, wake up, go work out. You know what I'm saying? Go read a book, go to the library, come back, take a shower, then smoke. You know what I'm saying? Or then do whatever you do, whatever it may be, your drug of choice, your food of choice, your coffee, whatever you do.
Yeah, but a lot of times people don't want it. It's just part of their routine.
Right, exactly.
I brush my teeth, every morning. I mean, your teeth is going to be nasty, but even if your teeth were perfect, you're going to brush them every morning because that's what you're trained yourself to do for the past however old you are.
Right. Exactly, man.
That's the same with bad habits. I mean, they can creep up on you like, dang.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact, man. I definitely had to bring Mr. Holly back on. I'm glad you came on to clarify that. Anything else you want to let the people know before you breeze up out of here, man?
Yeah, I mean, that's about it. I mean, contrary to what, you trying to sabotage me, no dude slip in my inbox or my DMs, with on no BS, luckily, so my warning was heeded, thankfully, but yeah, man.
It was heeded, thankfully. Man, y'all got to watch out, man. Holly got a woman on this team, man. She deadly, man. I done seen her in action, man. Y'all don't want them problems, man. She got a nice left jab, man, coming at y'all.
You know, quick too, man. It's small, but man,
That's a
there's
fact.
a couple
man.
teeth on that joint.
Word. So we know, man, coffee is cool, but just in moderation. You know what I'm saying? Belly weight, you address that, and how to drink your calories away. You know what I'm saying? That was Mr. Chris Holly Fitness. You can catch him, man. Let him know your Instagram and all that, brother.
Hit me on Instagram, Chris Holly Fitness. That's Chris with a K, RISHOLLIE, and the word fitness. If you don't know how to spell the word fitness, you know, feel free to utilize that Google, fam. Twitter and Snapchat, Chris Holly Fit, no Ness. And on Facebook, my real government, Christopher Holly. Hit me up there.
All right, we appreciate that. FlavorLooks, do you have a boyfriend? We want to know. The people of Intellectually Ignorant want to know. They're going to be on your Instagram. They're going to be looking at you. Are you in a relationship? Can niggas slide in your
I was looking at
DM?
them pics, too. I was like, okay. Oh, yeah. Like,
Let's just say, you know, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I'm involved.
You
I'm
involved?
Let's just say that.
So no dick pics in the DM, y'all. Sorry.
Please, don't make this awkward for me, man. I will have to block. Block game strong.
Block game definitely strong. She will report you to IG in the community.
I'm telling you.
Y'all don't want to get them block lists, but that's what's up, though, man. We got FlavorLooks. Let them know where you could be located at.
Definitely located on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at FlavorLooks. It's no gap, no space. It's FlavorLooks, which stands for variety of style. Which you didn't ask me how I came up with the name.
How did you come up with the name?
I
Let the
came up
people
with my
know.
name because, you know, back in the day when you picking out like your ones or your Jordans, you like, yo, how many flavors you got of that?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like flavor still for variety. So then I just put that with like the looks that I like to produce, you know, and FlavorLooks what came about. And I feel like it was short, it was catchy, something that, you know, you're going to remember. So, Chris, remember FlavorLooks. FlavorLooks, yeah. So be looking out for FlavorLooks too. Again, some online magazines. Hopefully, some submissions will be accepted. And also, I just have some more projects coming up for the spring and summer. And I'm also participating in Fashion Week between the 10th and the 18th. You know, in New York City.
You gonna be out there, Fashion Week? Who you working
I'm
with?
gonna be out there. I'm working with. I have 2 shows that I'm attending, but it's pending, so I'm not certain. I don't want to drop any names because I don't know if I'm getting the tickets submitted or not. If it's gonna come in my email or not in time. But I spoke to an editor out there who he kind of like is my little connect. My man Nigel Isaiah. Look out for him too. But yeah, I'm working with this designer Marie Janae, based out of Detroit, Michigan. I just somehow picked up on. Actually, I found her through this young lady named Posh in Philly, and she was her designer. So come to find out, one day last year for the explosion, the Black Explosion for UB, she was one of the designers in the showcase. I'm like, how did they know this chick? Like, I randomly found her through a Philly chick, and you know that just goes to show the world is so small, not just Buffalo, you know. So when I shot her a DM like, look, you gonna be in my city. I'm a stylist. What's up? Can we link or what? She like, sure. Meet you at the venue. And you know, so she hit me up again. Like she said, you're the best, like one of the best stylists I've worked with. So anytime I'm in town, if I got something going on you nearby, I'm hollering at you. So she slid in my DM this time. So I'm gonna work with her on the 16th. She's doing a show, I want to say in Brooklyn. So that's gonna be exciting. So.
That's definitely dope, man.
Oh, and I got Snapchat too. I mean, I do Snap.
Let them know just
Doing my little fitness thing too. Not Chris Holly, but I'm doing my thing too. So at FlavorLooks on Snapchat as well.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all follow Fredo Pounds on Snapchat as well, man. Chris Holly on Snapchat, I think too. Chris Holly Fitness. Chris Holly Fit
No ness.
on the Snap. Yo, I just got up on the Snap. I'm new to the snapping, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely
It def goes down the snap. Let them know.
I don't know how to get down on none of that, man. I don't know how to get caught up in nobody's snaps. I be seeing people, I got caught up in somebody's snap. Like, I don't even know what the fuck that mean. Like,
Cause like they probably was with them or something like that. So just stop being with them. You won't be caught on the Snap. Like it's not hard. But I'm not a big tweeter, but I am on Twitter. So
you're not a big. I don't think nobody a big tweeter no more, to be honest.
really, it used to be really like lit. Like yeah,
Lit.
you're right. I mean, Black Twitter is still living because I'm telling you, they be coming at like whether it's a runway show or it's a award show or anything going on, they be coming. Like my boy is always on Black Twitter. He's like, oh my God, Black Twitter said this. Yeah.
Definitely. What's the login to Black Twitter? I definitely need an account.
I guess it's just it's like a hashtag, and then like just they used to be roasting. They be having like they memes and all of that up there, like and anything, just like the whole Wiz and Ye, because that was on Twitter. So Black Twitter was gutting, like coming at Wiz, coming at Amber, coming at Kim, coming at Ye. So
I don't respect none of that sympatry around here, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, shout out to all them, man. Anyway, man, we intellectually ignorant. This is episode 16, I believe. I don't even know, man. We got so many episodes. We lit, man. Make sure y'all log on every Monday on SoundCloud. Intellectually ignorant in the search bar. We out.
Bucka, 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 bucka. Ha ha. You know the deal. This is me, though. Beats by Supremo for all of my people, Negroes and Latinos, and even the gringos.